Hello, my friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to episode 201 of Why Did I Buy This? I started this series a few years ago to help crafters find unique ways to use products that they have in their collections. And it's a great series for those of you who are wondering what is up and coming, what is the hottest products, how can you make the most of your collection. My name is Lynsay Mahon. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator nearly 22 years. I love to craft and I love sharing ideas with you. As you tune in, please say hi. If you're watching the replay, you can let me know that you're doing that. And of course, sharing this video is a great compliment to me. So now is a good time to hit share so that your friends can tune in as well. Okay, so we are in the middle of February when this is being filmed, and we are about 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. We are 7 days. Oh my gosh, where has the time gone? We are 7 days away from Celebration ending. If you're new here, Celebration is the best sale of the year. Stampin' Up! Has exclusive products that are available with every $75 that you order. There's level 1 and level 2 rewards. Level 2 rewards happen when you reach the 150 mark. So it's a great time to be able to get some freebies. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Beverly. There were some new products added to our free list in the beginning of February, so you'll want to check those out, and they're all current products. We have alphabet dies, we have stamp sets, we have brass butterflies, we have all sorts of great product to grab, and so you'll want to make sure that you take a look at that. I have one class coming up in March. It's a Blooms and Bingo class. This class we are going to be making flower themed cards, and we'll be playing some fun games of bingo. There will be some prizes, and everybody gets a grab bag of $25 of product. I have just a couple spots left. It's a very popular class. So if you're interested, I will be sure to put the link in the comments so that you can sign up for that. The sign up registration date is coming, so you'll want to make sure you're in before that date. And I will be releasing my next class schedule for the next quarter. Sorry, I'm looking over here because my class schedule is up on the wall. I will be releasing that by the end of the month so that you can start planning ahead for the spring, which is great. I'll have some scrapbooking classes, I'll have some card making classes, I'll have some bingo classes, so there's lots of fun to get to play. Okay, so today I have been playing with some new product from our mini catalog, and this stamp set is easy to sort of bypass, but I think it's one of my absolute favorites that's come out recently. And that's saying a lot. So I think you're going to have a lot of fun with that. So be sure to check it out, and you'll see here in a minute which one I'm talking about. Hello, everybody. It's great to see you. Thanks for saying hi. It always makes me feel good when you are saying hello, because it makes me know that I'm not just talking to myself, and it's good to know I have friends. Okay. One thing I wanted to mention, I just got a notification from Facebook that they will be deleting all of my live videos. So if you have not gone back into my video library here on my Facebook page and watched older videos and you'd like to, now's the time. They are removing them all in June. So most of the videos have already been transferred to my YouTube page. I will be transferring the remaining videos here over the next couple of months. But just so you know, all 200 videos will be removed from my Facebook page by Facebook in the next few months. So if you've been working through them and you want to go back and see them here, this is the time to do it. So I roll. Okay, I figured that would happen. I don't know, Brenda. Who knows? So I just, in my heart of hearts, knew at some point Facebook would probably do that. So I started moving my videos over to my YouTube page, but I didn't do the earlier one. So I'm going to do that. Oh, Mary Lou, thank you for saying that. I appreciate your compliment. Hi, Linda. Happy Friday. Oh, I've been to Iowa. I've been to Des Moines, Iowa when I was 12, I want to say. You were having a massive heat wave, and this Canadian gal had never felt that kind of heat before, that humidity and heat. It was really something else. I think it was like 112 degrees Fahrenheit, and there hadn't been rain in a couple of months. But it was my birthday. My birthday's in August, and I always had rain on my birthday when I was a kid, and so it rained on my birthday. And the family friends we visited had said, if we would have known you were coming, we wouldn't have worried. So, hi, Doris. Nice to see you. Okay, so I'm going to do the awkward transition here so you can see my hands, and then we are, oh, I have one more thing to share with you. I have something very exciting to share with you. I have joined a tutorial group, and it is called the Creative Stamping Collective. And starting in February, you can buy tutorials from me, or you can place an order and get the tutorial for free. In Canada, the tutorial will be $20. Or it's free with a $75 order. So this is a group of 12 amazing demonstrators, and it's all YouTube tutorials. It's exclusive to this group. You won't be able to see it anywhere else. So it's something to pay attention to and look forward to, right? Okay, now we're gonna do the awkward transition so you can see my hands, and we're gonna get started on some crafting. All right, friends, one sec. I know, I'm so high tech here. Come on, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna clip you in to my stand. Excellent. Okay, so the bundle I wanted to share with you today, like I said, it can be easy to overlook sometimes when you see these bundles in the back, but this one here is just so beautiful, and I think you're gonna love today's projects. So let's get started on that. A really fun die set with the stamp set, and I just absolutely adore the font. Linda, did I get to the State Fair? You know what? I did. And again, this is not something we have in Canada, so it was really cool to me to be able to see that part of your culture. Yeah, I really enjoyed my time there. It was very formative for me because I had never left my country before, and my first time leaving Canada was to go to Des Moines, Iowa. Very cool. So here we've got the memorable blooms. Let's get started. Now I have the stamp set here to show you. So let me show you the whole bundle. Sorry, one sec. My daughter is visiting from Vancouver. And so instead of like getting very prepared for my thing, I went for brunch, and I have no regrets. It was really nice. She actually flies out this afternoon. So I had to make some time to go spend with my little girl. And I really, really have enjoyed having her here this week. Boy, I miss having all my kids under one roof. I'm sure you mamas can understand who have empty nests. So here we've got our memorable blooms. And like I was saying, the fonts are just so pretty. I want to see more fonts like this. And I like the thanks so much, and the love and thanks is really fun. I appreciate your thoughtfulness. You are awesome. Fun fact, I don't know if I have any French friends that are watching, but my neighbors are French. One's from Belgium, one's from Montreal. And they were saying that, you know, the word awesome that we use in English all the time, that superlative is kind of confusing in French. They were saying that most French people wouldn't just say awesome, you know, oh, how was your day? Awesome. They were saying that that felt disingenuine when they first moved here. They didn't realize that it was just part of our like common language. So you are awesome. I want to make them a card. I think they'll find it funny. And here you can see are the dies. So there's like a really nice shape die, some dies to cut out the images, and then a silhouette die as well. So let's get started with our first project. I've already done some die cutting, and I've cut out the silhouette die. And this is just to create the front, the card front of the card. And I've also cut out from this die collection, the little hexagon. And this just kind of helps me to see exactly where the sizing of that shape is. But we're gonna do some faux coloring. So here, I'm just gonna lay this on top like so. And I'm gonna bring in, first of all, Petal Pink. My Petal Pink label has faded a lot, but the color is still Petal Pink. So what I'm gonna do is use this stencil to just kind of give me an idea of where the pink needs to go. So this is not the finished product yet, just hold up. I'm going to now bring in Lemon Lime Twist, such a nice bright green. and a sponge dauber. And now I'm going to use that to kind of give me an idea of where the greenery is going to be, like that, okay? Now I can remove this, and now I'm just going to fill in that color. So with my sponge dauber, I'm gonna go over top of that, and we're gonna go all around and just fill in that space, like that. I love coloring with sponge daubers, I think it's fun. And then we're gonna do the green. So again, filling in our leaves, just like that, okay? And now I'm going to bring in the pool party, shocker. And I'm gonna use a little blending brush, and we're going to go, just because it's a little bit less time consuming to do it with a blending brush. You could do it with a sponge dauber too, but I'm just gonna go quickly over the rest of it and sort of in this little section here. Okay, so now when we bring back our silhouette, you can see we've got the coloring done in the areas that we want it to be. So now let's flip it over, and I'm just going to bring in some of my glue, and we will add some glue along the outside of our hexagon, like that. And then we're going to fill in over here. Okay, just adding little daubs of glue to help this stick down, like so. Okay, and now we can come back and flip this over, and we're just going to layer that on top and give it a press. So now we have our colored in area. Now I forgot a step. Whoops. This stamp set has been getting a lot of mileage in my studio recently. It's called Elements of Text. I do believe it's an online exclusive, but I just love the font of like adding little bits of scribble and writing. I'm gonna see if I can just do this over top. I probably can. It's not gonna be as clean, but that's okay. I'm just going to add memento to the script, and then I'm going to stamp it over top. Ideally, I would have done this before. Yeah, so it's okay. Yeah, you can see what I mean. I'm also going to bring in, I believe I have white. Yes, I'm going to bring in some white craft. And this is from the Elements of Text as well. Even though the words are kind of nonsense, they do have a right side up and a upside down. So I'm going to add just a little bit of white text there. And then I'm going to bring in that gorgeous, gorgeous ribbon. I love this ribbon. It's the Scallop Petal Pink. And I will use the one-hole bow technique to get that bow on. So if you're unfamiliar, let me show you. I'm using a crocodile. This is just like a heavy-duty hole punch. But wherever you punch the hole is where your knot is going to sit. So from behind the card, you're going to pull out enough ribbon that you can tie a knot, and then we're going to wrap it around the card. And then from the back, we're going to work again. I can cut it on an angle just to make it a little easier to go through the hole. I pull the ribbon to the side so that I can work it through just a little bit easier. This is hard to do on video. Okay, there we go, like that. So from the back, we're pulling it up, and then you can just give it a tug like that, and then you have a self-tightening knot. So then you can tie a knot or a bow, whatever your preference is, and it just makes for a really clean way to add ribbon to your project. So we'll trim that, and now there you go. Isn't that cool? Now, I also wanted to show you how I did a tag to add to this card. So here you can see is the outside that from the hexagon that I cut out, and see how it's got a detail. So you could make like a spotlight kind of frame. But what I did was I brought in from our Christmas collection the Greetings of the Seasons dies, and I used this small oval one, and I put it over top of the edge like that, and I cut it out, and then you get that detail. Can you see that on the tag? which coordinates with the detail in this scallop, and it just kind of makes it all very pretty. So with this stamp set, I've got thanks, and I'm going to use my marker. I don't want this so much, I just want the thanks. So we're going to add marker to it, and that's going to spotlight that. And so now I can stamp thanks, and then you get that little tag to add to your project. Now, this is the antique pearls are part of the Storybook Moments suite, and I just love, love, love these. You can use them obviously as the pearls, but with our Stampin' Blends, you can color the alcohol markers over top of the pearls. And because it's the alcohol, it's going to hold the color. So you can color your pearls to coordinate with your project. And I'm just going to add a couple of pearls so that we can coordinate them to the ribbon. I mean, isn't that pretty? And we'll do one over here. Okay, so let me skip ahead now and show you the finished project. And this is what it looks like when it's done. So you can see when you stamp it prior to gluing it down, you get a much cleaner look, but it's not bad. I mean, you get the words still on if you do it after the fact. But yeah, really cute, right? And that petal pink ribbon just, I think, adds so much to it. Oh, thank you for your hearts. I sure appreciate that. Okay, we're gonna move on to our next project. Now this one was inspired by my friend Diana Evans. I'm in a swap group with her. And one of the things that she shared that made me very inspired was the way she colored the images in this stamp set. So I'm gonna bring in the flowers. And this, I really like that it looks kind of like the Alberta wild rose. Are you familiar with that flower? It's our provincial flower, and they grow everywhere in the spring. They're so beautiful, and it just smells like roses everywhere when they're in bloom. It's a very pretty thing. So we're gonna stamp that there. And I'm going to bring in petal pink to match my cardstock and gray granite. And you're like, gray granite? Yeah, that's what I mean. This is what I thought was so cool. So let me start with the flowers. We're gonna start with petal pink, the darker version of it, and just kind of color in over our fleurs like so. I think I got them all, one here. And then with the lighter one, we're not going to color the whole image. We're going to kind of like almost give it a watercolor feel, because we're just going to leave some of it white. And because we've got this light color, you can kind of get away with that, you know, just like that. And then, okay, so this is Diane's take on things. She brought in gray, so this is gray granite. And what color is this darker light? This is the light, so I can go further with that. So again, we're gonna watercolor style it and kind of bring it up. We're not gonna go all the way, but I just love the idea of gray leaves. I don't know, it just, gray and pink together make me very happy. It's such a pretty color combination. Pink and brown also, I think, look really great together. Okay, so we're gonna kind of finish those off. Yeah, like that. And then we're gonna bring in the dark and just do a little bit along the bottom. I probably should use the brush for this. Okay. Right? I mean, it's so pretty. What do you think? Gray leaves, are you here for it or no? You gotta stay traditional, right? Okay, like so, beautiful. And then with my beautiful elements of text, we're going to bring in a textured stamp. So you guys know I love splatter. So this is just a way to add some controlled splatter to the project so that we have just a little bit of texture added to the background. Now, here you can see I've brought in some of the copper foil, and it looks so beautiful with petal pink. I'm a big fan of that. So we're going to use our seal, and on the back of our project, we're going to add this little flagged end. Okay, just like that. And then we can use our dimensionals to pop up this little project. So from here, we'll pop that on. Right? Okay, let me skip ahead and I'll show you the finished card. So this is my take on Diane's card. Courtney, yeah, it's our card and we can color how we want to. I like that. I just think it's really soft and pretty, and petal pink and gray. Yeah, just makes me happy. I appreciate your thoughtfulness. That is a sentiment that I can use a lot right now. I've had some things going on personally that have been very challenging, and I've had some friends who've really been there for me. So I know I have some cards to send out in the next month. Okay, we're going to work on our final card. So this is, if you've been here a while, you know this is the PYP. And so I'm going to bring over a gold background that I've cut out. And I've also done some pre-die cutting and stamping. So here you can see, again, it looks like the Alberta Wild Rose. And then there's just this little leaf die that's included in that die set. So let's start with the first part of it. We're going to color our roses. And so I'm going to do kind of the same style of coloring. Let me pull out the dark one first. So we're going to start here and just bring in the dark. And then kind of same, we're going to start from the side and bring that in. This is Pretty in Pink, by the way, one of the in colors. And then we're going to do the lighter color. Bring that down. And I don't know how you feel about this, but I am a big fan of mixing and matching. So not just light and dark, but bringing in other colors. So here we've got our light petal pink. And so I'm just going to blend the top of the rose with the Pretty in Pink. So we get like that mixture of color. Now, the other thing that you're allowed to do is bring in different kinds of markers. So this is the Lemon Lime Twist, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Right markers to do the coloring. I love how specific the tips of this marker is. So it makes it really easy to color some of these smaller images. And just so you know, until the end of February, if you buy our demonstrator starter kit, you will receive 2 full color families of markers for free and a stamp set that's exclusive and intended for coloring. So it is over $100 value added to our starter kit, which is already a good deal. You also get to pick out $165 worth of product that you only pay $135 for, and there's no shipping or GST. So it makes it for a very affordable way to get your products. Okay, so here you can see now that the blends are blending together, how beautiful that makes those roses. So now I'm going to bring back in the gold, and I'm going to bring in a embossing buddy. How many of you have these in your collection? So we're just going to pat onto the gold so that we don't have any static or moisture from our fingers. And we're going to bring in a Versamark pad. This is a very sticky, clear ink, and it's excellent for embossing, which is what we're going to be doing here. So I'm going to stamp over top of the gold, kind of hugging the right-hand side. And I know you can't see much now, but what I will do is bring in my gold embossing powder, and we are going to pour that over top of our foil. And now we have this beautiful scripted foil. I'm going to bring in my heat tool, and we're going to heat emboss that. So this is just such a nice tone-on-tone look, and you'll see that as it starts to emboss, it's going to melt and get nice and shiny, which gives a really fun texture to the background. It's subtle, but very pretty. And with our PYP cards, you know, we're always doing those extra steps to go above and beyond. So here you can see is that texture. Okay, now I'm going to bring in those layers that we have done before. So we're going to add on our leaves, and I don't know where I put my other, oh, there it is. I have 2 glue on the go all the time because I tend to put things down in random spots and then I get impatient. So we're just going to add little drops of glue and add that to our leaves. If you are just tuning in, heads up, Facebook is erasing all of my live videos in June. So if you want to go back and see the old ones, you should do that now. And then I will be trying to transfer them over to my YouTube channel. FYI. Lots of them are already over there, but some of my older ones, no. And I kind of want to keep them. It's fun to look back. Okay, we're going to add in our beautiful little roses that we colored there. Oh, already that texture is just so fun, isn't it? Yes. Isn't the foil fun? Yeah, I love it too. And then we're going to bring in a little piece of that gorgeous scallop ribbon. Love, love, love. So when I'm just going to add a little piece of ribbon with a knot, I often will do that on the roll of ribbon. And we're going to snip that off. So this is just going to be tucked underneath. And I added some splatter to the background. I don't think I didn't bring my background piece over, but I'll just skip ahead and show you. You know, you'll get the picture here. Ready? Here's the PYP. Drum roll, please. And there we go. So this is what I mean. On the background of my crumb cake, I just embossed the splatter stamp. And then I added the greeting from the stamp set, "You mean the world to me." And again, there's just some great people in my life that I would love to give this card to. And I think it's important that we tell the people who mean so much to us that they do mean the world to us, right? So there's the PYP. So here, once again, you can see I brought in those antique pearls. Such a fun embellishment. I brought in my dark lemon lime twist to coordinate with my, my leaves. And I just colored those like that so that we can add them to the background. Take your pick tool is out of reach, so we're just going to grab. How many of you still have lots of these pokey tools around? I use them all the time for all sorts of things, especially getting my dies cleaned out, you know, when they get stuck. But look at how it just, that green makes such a difference. Yeah, so let me show you the projects one more time. So here's our PYP card. Here is our little silhouette coloring. And then here is inspired by my pal Diane Evans, and using the pink and the gray as the coloring. So if you're thinking to yourself, why don't I have these products? Head to my online store. You can shop away. I'll have some links out this afternoon. And remember, with every $75 you order in February, you are going to get celebration rewards and my undying love. So my Canadian pals, if you enjoy this series and you want to support me, I would genuinely appreciate that. Have a great weekend, my friends. I'm going to go take my sweet daughter back to the airport. No, I don't want to say bye. But I'm glad I got some time with you before I cry. Take care, my friends. Bye for now.